new topic which is called thrust and pressure. So first we have to understand what thrust is, pressure is, then you will be able to understand thrust. So first of all, if we talk about the pressure, so pressure is a quantity which basically can be defined as the force upon area. That means whatever the force we are exerting upon a certain area, that quantity will be called as the pressure. Right? We must be hearing about like put some extra pressures, blah blah blah. Like multiple examples are there. If you are basically hitting a nail with a hammer into the wall, that is also a pressure because you're applying a force on it on a specific area. The quantity which comes into the scenario is the pressure. Clear? And pressure is basically the force acting perpendicular. So always make sure that the force that you are basically taking must be perpendicular to the surface, right? So if you are standing, if you are hitting a nail, so hitting a nail is also perpendicular to the surface or the wood you are basically hitting. So in that case, the pressure can be defined as the ratio of the force upon area. Clear, all of you? The next thing that we have is basically the SI unit of the pressure, which is either Pascal or Newton per meter square. So both the values are right, both the values are true. You can take any of them. So don't get confused. So both the values are there. Okay? And next thing, Bacho, as you can see here, pressure is basically depending on force and area. Right? If the forces are same, in that case, the area if the forces are same but acting on different areas. So basically pressure would be different on in both the cases. The reason is area matters a lot in the pressure, right? In like at which area you are exerting the force. All of you clear? Afsar, Amiz, Chakrika, Tanisha, Gauri. Great. So as you can see, everyone, that pressure is directly proportional to the force acting on the body. That means if you increase the force that which is acting on the body, the pressure will increase in the directly proportional manner. And the next thing is basically pressure is inversely proportional to the area. That means, Bacho, if you basically decrease, if you have a smaller area, the pressure would be high as compared to the larger area. Suppose that if you take a nail with a pointed head, what would you do? You would hit that into the wall and it would go like a butter into the wall, right? Because the point is very, very sharp. But if you take a blunt nail, will it go easily into the wall? No. The reason is the area of that nail is much more greater as compared to the point tip of the nail. That's why the pressure would be more in terms of the pointed nail as compared to the blunt nail. Right? You must have seen that when you basically have a knife, if you try to cut the knife with a cut the vegetables with a blunt knife, you didn't sharpen it. So what would happen? The vegetables will not get cut easily. You have to push it. Basically, you have to apply extra force. But if the knife is very sharp, right, what would happen? You can easily cut it without any problem, just like a butt. Clear, all of you? After Abhi, Tanisha, Gauri, Chaprika.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. Please note this thing down and let me know once done. Okay, got it. What about rest of you? Please do complete this thing as well.
None.
Okay, please do the last point. The explanation of this thing is Rika.
Yes,
All of you done?
that,
Yes, sir.
Tanisha, Chakrika, Ramesh, Hafsa, Gauri.
None, sir.
yes, sir, done.
That's good. Please do this question. Let me know the answer in the chat.
So what letter do we use to denote pressure?
Will you please repeat?
So what letter do we use for pressure?
P,
P, capital.
capital P, yes. Small
Small.
p is for your momentum.
Okay.
Take off the answer from the paper. Take care, Ramneet. What about Hafsa and Tanisha? So why didn't you answer yet?
So it's not letting me answer.
What did you say, Hafsa?
It's not letting me answer because the whole thing's glitching for me. The only time I can turn on my mic is when I make the screen like smaller.
Just give me a second. Okay, everyone, I'm just rejoining once again. ओके तनिषा तनिषा एन हमेशा कैपिटल में होता है नॉट स्मॉल ये छोटी छोटी चीजें आप याद रखो वरना तो आंसर में आपका आंसर रॉन्ग कर दिया जाएगा बच्चे ये हिसाब से आप कुछ कह
Okay.
रहे थे बच्चे
Yes, so I was just saying I'll rejoin because it's not letting me like do anything in the meeting.
जस्ट अ सेकंड लेट मी जस्ट सेंड यू अ मैसेज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग
No, like it's not that. It doesn't show me anything besides the mute and unmute button. And the only time I can actually unmute my mic is when I make the screen smaller.
जस्ट अ सेकंड अच्छा लेट मी ज्वाइन अगेन ओके am I audible all of you please do let me know
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're
ठीक just allow me a second to share my screen hi Alif are you there just a second so I'm not able to share my screen just allow me a second which I'm not able to share my screen because I don't have the rights because rejoin the meeting. Hafsa, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Just a second. Yeah, which show is my screen visible? Alif, Shakrika, Tanisha, Gauri, Hafsa.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So answer for the first question is 50 Newton per second, Newton per meter square. Please do the second question. for Ramiz and Shakrika, Chike, Gauri. Okay, Hafsa, Tanisha, please answer. Alif as well. Alif, turn on the video. Tanisha, turn on the video. Shakrika, you as well. Tanisha, answer. Hafsa, answer. Alif, answer. Are you there, Bachu? I'm
I
asking
can't
something.
understand it. Plus, it's not letting me like do anything besides turn on my mic.
Let me just send you a message. Did you get my message?
No, the only setting it's really showing me is to turn on my mic and turn it off. Literally nothing else. Not even to leave the meeting.
Just a second. चलो नो इश्यूज कोई बात नहीं, अभी चेक कर लेना आंसर प्लीज स्क्रीन से. आलिफ, आंसर. ठीक है. Tanisha. Alif, are you there? Alif, I'm asking something. Are you there or not? You didn't turn on the video. You're not responding. This is not the way to attend the class. You can get, but you have to turn on the mic. Na? What happened to your mic?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing. Then why did you take so much time to respond? Why did you turn off the video? Aleph. from now onwards, whosoever is not basically informing me for not switching on the video, the reason behind it, I'm going to basically convey this message to your parents that you are not listening into the class, right? So if you have a very genuine reason, you have to basically inform me in the class at the start of it. And everyone have to basically join the class on time. It's not like you want the class half an hour after you can join. That's not the way to join the class. This is a class. I know it's virtual, but there should be some basically decorum of the class as well. While joining the class, while basically responding to the teacher if I'm asking something. Please have a look. This is the question. So basically, you just have to basically convert the area of the heel of from centimeter square to meter square. How do you do that? Basically, 1 centimeter is 100. Just a second. 1 centimeter, basically centimeter is nothing but 1/100. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
And if
sir.
you want to convert this thing into the area, you have to divide it one more time. Okay. Then the force is already there, which is basically the weight of the body. Right. Yes
Yes.
or no, Vachu? Got it? How to convert the area, the centimeter square to meter square, Tanisha? You had some doubt now.
Yes, sir.
Clear? Hafsa, clear?
Yeah.
Shake it. Just a second. Please do this question.
So here, what do we take as the acceleration?
Could you please repeat, Chakrika?
What do we take as the acceleration?
It's up to you whether it would be better to take 10 meter per second square because all the values are in the multiple of 5 or 4. So that would
Okay.
Okay, Tanisha. Okay, Ramesh, there might be some calculations error. Please check. Okay, Gauri. Alif and Hafsa,
Okay.
the answer fast. That for the first question, Alif. Okay, Tanisha. Alif, you didn't mention for which part this answer you have given. Is it first, second? That is wrong, Alif. Sorry, that is correct. Okay, correct. Then what is the answer for the first one, Alif?
0.025 meters square.
Alif, the first question is also asking the pressure. I'm asking the part A question, pressure. You did mention the answer for this question.
320 Pascal.
Alif, what is the way to answer in the class if I'm asking a question in the chat? If I'm asking a question given on the screen, it should be in the chat. If I'm asking orally that what is basically have you done or not, that is oral. ठीक है. Yeah, the answer would be 320 Pascal for the first basically part, and the second would be 1600 Pascal. As you can see, as you have decreased the area, the value of the pressure increases very, very drastically. Okay. Now
So
let's talk about the thrust. Yeah, are you saying something, Shukri?
So can I see the question?
Sure.
Well, the solid as well. Thank you.
Okay, now let's talk about the thrust and pressure, basically. So if you talk about thrust, so basically thrust is nothing but a force which is perpendicular to the area. So whatever force if you're taking, if it is perpendicular to the area, that force is called thrust, right? And in the formula of pressure, you can use the thrust in place of force, right? So thrust per unit area is called pressure. And if you talk about the explanation that we see in our day-to-day life, nobody will write until I say. Do not be over, basically don't become over smart right now. Just listen and just understand. Once I'll say to write, you can write it. And basically the daily day-to-day observation that we see for the pressure and basically including thrust would be, you must have seen that the back straps of the bag, you must have seen the back straps, they are very, very wide as compared to thin. The reason is because if the back straps are very wide, it would be much easier and much more comfortable to wear the bag on your shoulders. Otherwise, if the area of the back straps are very small, they would hurt your shoulder if you basically hang it for a long period of time. Yes or no, everyone? You must have seen that when you carry a handbag which has very small strips, right, kind of ropes, it will hurt your shoulders. Maybe some marks would form right there, right? The reason is because the pressure would be more in the small straps or the basically thin straps. So that's why the wide straps of the you can say bags are made so that you can wear them easily for a longer period of time. The next thing basically that we have is the sharp knife. So with the sharp knife, it's easier to cut anything instead of a basically a blunt blade. You must have seen that. Why do we basically sharpen a knife before cutting anything? Doesn't matter whether it's meat, whether it's basically vegetables, whether it's butter, anything, right? So we basically sharpen it before using it. The reason is because if you basically sharpen it, the area of contact with the vegetable or anything would become small. That means you will apply more pressure on it with the sharpened knife. But if you have a blunt knife, it would not cut easily. Yes or no, everyone?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or correct.
Yeah.
So that's how basically the the day-to-day life basically applications are there for the pressure. Next thing is basically the tip of sewing needle is very sharp instead of very blunt. The reason is you wanted to sew that without tearing the cloth, right? So if you have a basically a needle but have a very large area, it's very blunt, so it would tear off the cloth. Yes or no? That's why you have seen that the sewing needles are very fine, very small, right?
Yes.
Next is when the man is walking at the time, when you are walking, basically, you are basically walking with your 1 foot because your 1 foot is on the ground and 1 foot is almost in the air. So that's why your whole body weight would be basically come on the single leg, single feet. So that's why the pressure that you apply on a single leg would be more as compared to when you're standing on both the legs. When you're standing on both the legs, it would be much basically the pressure would distribute on both of your legs, right? But if you stand on a single leg, the pressure would be completely on your single leg, and hence you will feel more pressure and much more pain when you're standing on a single leg. Yes or no, everyone? It's much easier to stand on two basically feet, 2 foot, right? Two legs, but it's not that much easier to basically stand on a single leg. Yes or no, everyone?
Yes. Yes. Sir.
The next thing that we have is basically the tractors. You must have seen that the tractors have very big tires, very broad tires. The reason is tractors have to move. Tractors have to work in the loose soil, right? They ultimately have to work in the fields. That means they have very loose soil. The field have very loose soil now. So if basically we have a very, you can say very small tire, right, having a very less amount of area, so that will get sink into the soil because of the weight of the tractor, because tractor is very heavy. But if you basically make the tires very big in size, the area is much more. So the pressure exerted by the tractor weight would be distributed all over the tire, and hence ultimately the pressure would be smaller as compared to the bigger tire. Yes or no? So that's why the bigger tire does not get sink into the soft ground or the soft soil. Clear, all of you?
Yes.
Great. All of you, please note this thing down. Let me know once done. Yes, Puchu? I think, and is anyone saying something? All?
That's
Okay, I will just call. Okay, please. Okay, let's